What is up, everyone? I'm Jeff Lund. This is the Media Over Alaskan Podcast, episode 160. I hope you enjoyed the last two episodes with Nick Jans and Brad Brooks. Great dudes. Different areas of the outdoors. Nick Jans talking about riding in Alaska and just being that really legit, I know what I'm talking about voice. You get a lot of people, as we talked about on there, that come up here and they try to use the language because they've been here once to try to sound hip or sound like a local. But to have that legitimate local voice as someone who has the knowledge, that was a lot of fun to talk to him. And then, of course, talking to Brad Brooks, and a great entrepreneur, great guy, man. Those videos, I was just watching the solo mule deer hunt, man. And you see those guys getting after it, and gals. Yeah, guys and gals. It's just inspiring, man. You look at people who are complaining about 2020, and it sucks, and some people cannot avoid the devastation of 2020. But there are people who can and who are absolutely dominating and are coming through this year better. And that is awesome. And that is very motivating and inspiring. I think there's a lot of people in the middle who are just kind of adopting that 2020 blows mentality when you can absolutely be crushing it, man. And there's examples of people who are. So you look at people and you follow people on social media, and you make your social media reflect the type of person you want to be, which should be a better version of yourself. And it just makes a huge difference. It's very difficult, if not impossible, to be positive and positively impact the people around you in person if you are carrying that negative weight and that burden of all the negativity that's going on there. It doesn't mean that you ignore it. It means that you know what's going on, you acknowledge things that are going on, but then you are motivated to make the best you can or do the best you can in your area and positively impact the people around you. And you see guys like Brad Brooks who are just dominating and just getting after it. Pretty sweet. So it's good to talk to those people. But September here in Ketchikan, Alaska has been pretty sweet. Been warm, been sunny. Typically, you look at August as the Alpine month, but September has been a nice Alpine month. The last 2 weeks I've gone out. 2 weeks ago, got that really nice buck with Dave. Well, I didn't get it. Dave shot a really nice 4x3, beautiful buck, and it was sweet. It was great to be up there in the Alpine. Again, you think as August ends, September is kind of that middle month where nothing really happens. But first of September, it was sunny. There were some up top, but there was definitely a change in the coat. Dave's buck definitely had that grayer, sort of warmer, thicker coat rather than that vibrant orange that just makes them glow. So it's a lot more difficult to see, man. I can hardly. I'm looking at rocks before you're looking at, or now I'm looking for rocks because it's kind of got that grayish look to it. Before, I'm looking for just that orange spot, and it's pretty easy to see. But now you're looking at every sort of rock, and it's a lot different to spot those bucks that are bedded down in some of that rocky area on those edges and the timber. A little bit harder to see. But last weekend was kind of it was sunny and it was nice. I tried to get up on a mountain early before it got too hot, but I got corked by some construction, and so I went to a secondary mountain that was only about 2,000 feet. Got up there and it was just that brushy. It was kind of open. There weren't big trees, but it was just brushy and it was just gross. So I stayed up there for a little bit and came down and just kind of meandering through the woods a little bit and doing a little bit of scouting for rut, but not a waste, but definitely not an ideal hunting weekend. So now this weekend I'm going out again. It's supposed to be sunny and nice, and so I'm hoping that there's still something going on up top. Going to go to a mountain that I went to with Abby, the Proposal Hill, and see if there's a goat up there. I didn't see any when I was up there with her during that hunt in mid-August, but the weather was pretty bad and it only cleared just long enough pretty much for for me to get that buck. And then it was nice in the afternoon as we were heading off the mountain, but never got a chance to get all the way to the top. Shot that deer at about 3,000 feet in elevation, so I want to get up to the top and look over the other sides to see if there's some goats around. So that's kind of the goal. And my buddy Ryan is looking for a deer or maybe a goat. So I think what we'll end up doing is if there's a nice goat, I'll take it. If there's a nice deer, I'll help him pack that. So it's nice to be out with people who have that same sort of understanding and who are okay with packing and who are okay with just the experience. And some people are about shooting theirs and shoot theirs first, and they see it, so they shoot it, don't even let you know. So it's nice. I've never been out with people like that, so luckily I've been fortunate to be with people who I enjoy hunting with, which is pretty nice. So
after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. For anyone who hates their phone bill, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. I was hesitant about having to get a new phone and a new phone number, but with Mint, you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone and your same phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or for a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and to get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/waypoint. That is mintmobile.com/waypoint. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/waypoint.
Gonna do that. It'll be interesting to see where the bucks are, because the weather is nice, the weather is warm, but it's not just a matter of warmth and sun that keeps the deer up top. I've read and I've heard people talk about how what triggers not only the change in the metabolism or the height or whatever, but also in the rut is less temperature and more about sunlight and daylight, and that's what kind of triggers things, which makes some sense. So the daylight kind of triggers the rut, which is why it's about the same time all the time. There might be a little bit of a delay based on weather. Again, I'm a novice here. I'm certainly not a biologist, but stuff that I've read, stuff that I've heard. So it certainly looks that way, that if it had been really nice and warm, even though it was rainy, and then was still hot, and then those deer had already changed to that gray, thicker coat, that would make me believe that it's more of a time of year rather than just temperature. But who knows? Who knows? I could be spreading information that is not entirely accurate. But we'll see what's up there. I will give a report back there. September was, I always thought was kind of an in-between month where they go down into the timber, and it's hard to find them. So we'll see what we can see, and then it'd be great to see one of those white specks up on the mountain and go make a run at one of those guys. But it's turning out to be a great September. Back in school, it's awesome to see the kids in their faces, even though you don't see any of the. It's behind the masks, so I'm making these jokes. I'm assuming that they're laughing or smiling, but who knows? There's no evidence because they're wearing masks. But so nice to have them in class, because I know for a fact that the kids learn better in school, that I can reach them better, that equity exists in school when kids are there. When they're at home on Zoom, who knows what's going on? And for some kids, that's a dangerous environment for them to be in when they're at home, and it's stressful on the parents. So being able to have an environment here in Ketchikan that is safe enough, that it is deemed safe enough for us to try this, has been great. And We're one day away from the first week at full capacity. The kids are screened before they come into the school. 4 different lines. We've gone to a block schedule, so there's less interaction in the hallways. There's 2 different lunches. So a lot of precautions have been made, and Ketchikan, it's been pretty responsible. I mean, some people might say that it has not been responsible, but we don't have a lot of cases. I think we got 2 active cases right now, so it'd be great if we could make it work. Educationally, it'll be great for the kids. For emotionally, it's good for the parents and the teachers and everybody. So we'll see if it can work. And then we had a great sunny month so far. So things are good, and that's good. It's nice to acknowledge that, and people should not be ashamed of saying that there's a lot of bad going on. You acknowledge it, you recognize it, you say that's bad. However, you know what? I'm doing what I can to make sure that I am getting after it and crushing it as best as I can, because we need positivity. We can't all just go into the tank. There have to be people who are positive that can pull you up. There's always those people that I've had in my life when things were bad for me that I looked at their positivity and they were able to help lift me up. If nobody is positive, then who's going to lift who up? No one. You just stay in that low level. So hopefully everyone's getting after it this weekend. We got duck season opening up. Great time to be in Alaska right now. One of those shoulder seasons. But we'll call that episode 160. Make sure you check out themediacarealaskan.com and talk to you next time.